Live, and it's one-on-one live from this segment, and today it's one-on-one, guys. Yesterday I saw somebody talking about we are in a business class. Why? Let me cry this way. Why? It can never happen. The business class, do you think it's a school? Do you think it's a studying a school subject that I'm in a business class? Oh, my living God. Why can't this person be elevated and talk about which kind of a business class are you talking about here? You think a business class is the one that is identify a business plan? No. Identify a business opportunity? No. A business idea? No. A business class in SGR in Kenya, it's no longer available. Don't cheat people, and this guy is a liar from the start. And from the head, it's a liar until the foot. Even whenever he's walking liar. He's a liar, 24/7. Talking about we are always living in mud houses, and that's why they're talking to us. We are full and we are poverty and poor at the same time. These people are lying from the start. The word go, they are lying. Taking your mom into a certain position, talking about a hotel and living in one room. What is such kind of a thing are you showing us? Think about these people. The parents should be put in a platform. Who introduced them onto the platform? You, and you are the messing people for them. Talking about, you know what, the Wi-Fi is doing this and this and this. The Wi-Fi is not no longer. We have to leave from this type and we have to move from this area. And your mother is shaking with a key. What's something we have just to discuss after that. And this is something that's unconditional we are talking about right now. This person talking about I have my mother to show who you want to be pregnant again. Oh, my living God. It might be happening to you because you left Helopego here. And now everything is out. This guy, if you don't know, is one of the PDD we are talking about. He's talking about, you know what? Guys, this is a banana. It is green in color. This is a banana. You see, it has some very like structures that are always together. You know, guys, no, you know, this is called a scarf. And it's green in color. You know, it's green. Look. It's green in color. And it's stretched. Oh, my living God. Oh, this is called a banana. Guys, how do we call this one? I don't know. Somebody to tell me in the comment section. I will appreciate. Oh, beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome to this session. And today, guys. You know, I have to take my mother to a picnic and also show her to a business class. Business class. Talking about a business class. This person, you know, he never attended the university charter lock. So they can just learn about which kind of a business class you're talking about. These are the people, the government I'm talking about. It can never buy their own clothes. They're only depending on the shipments that are coming to the villa, coming to the position. They're the people who can never buy their own even pants. They're depending on a person calling himself a millionaire while the pants are coming with visitors. Oh, my living God. Imagine now somebody wearing a panty. Oh, talk about Kenge. Have you ever seen Kenge wearing a panty? Where? Who have you ever seen? Where? Kenge can never wear a panty, my friend. He likes to see shaking, shaker, oh, shaker. Everything is cucumbers and the pears carelessly hanging outside there. That's how he likes, and that's why even the sausage found it and he saw that, oh, my living God, I dealt with such kind of the things. Let me move and get it abroad. Oh, my living God. The person is always, you know, whenever you look at somebody, a person who can even, you know, these small bodies here, they have to wear some like 3 panties at a day, making sure that a little bit they're going to be very fun. Somebody big a little bit can wear. But now, imagine now, hey. Imagine somebody wearing my friend, wearing a panty, walking with a machete somewhere. It's something disgusting, very disgusting. You know that one? So Today, guys, I've got much of the talk about the people, and I've got much of the calls again to make sure that we are strengthening on what is not to be strengthened, and also we have to engage in our own anger to make sure that things gonna be moving forward. Why do you invite people? Let me tell you one thing. We have somebody called the Condad always. He's always going to the church and is sauntering to the front seats of the church. That's the real fact. Sauntering to the front seats of the church. And a latter-day clergyman in that society is even inviting such kind of a person to go in front and tell him, hey, you, son of a who? Son of a this? I don't know. Give people an advice. Give people a lecture. Give people your testimony. And whereas even the church knows this person is rude beyond measure. This person is a village fool. Even the church knows that, but it can never be happening. The church can never. Because of what? The family is talking about this government is having millionaires while they are receiving donations of even panties. Oh, my living God. Where are we moving to? A millionaire? Woo! Unconditional circumstances. Unconditional. Imagine right now, how right now the guy now is in Mombasa talking about, yeah, mom, this is SGR. This is a railway. And you see it? There's ballast put in the railway line. And guys, you know, it's my first time to pass with such kind of a train. I've been sitting in very big trains, you know, in the Philippines there, you know, in Jamaica, you know. So guys, I know this one, but it's totally confusing me. Talking about you are standing in the business class of SGR while the logs of the bananas were just beyond that. It's just there. How can you talk about you are in the business class while the luggages that are even there, the bananas from Kisii to Mombasa? Oh. Huh? Do you know the real business class that people can talk about? I'm going or I'm traveling with a business class. Not a dread, my friend. Talk about, you know what? I'm a YouTuber of 60,000 subscribers. I'm now traveling with a... Hey, it can never happen. Traveling in a business class. Don't gauge yourself the same way you deployed and said that, you know what? I'm a very big surprise from France. I'm drilling here a borehole. Oh, my living God. And it was from the government of Kenya. Sponsored via the national, the National World Bank. Talk about the World Bank promoted Kenya with such kind of a borehole around the area of your stagnant construction. Oh, I'm just sympathizing still until date. Talking about, you know what, guys? I am always advertising clothes onto my channel. Always advertising clothes onto my channel. While you are receiving donations of clothes from outside Kenya, you can never broadcast even your production. I'm just wondering still up to date. People are now becoming angry. Very angry. Very angry right now. Very angry. Only talking about, you know, I'm a bigger YouTuber. Everything that I say, it's the truth. My friend, we are lied. We are lied into this. We are lied into this. Only the child molesters are always clapped in the hands. Always hands are clapped. Yes, we are receiving a size coming. We are receiving somebody's coming. Child molesters. Talking about the money launderer people and always clap the hands and they're congratulated everywhere they go. That's why I said they always saunter to the front seats of the church. And yet the horribles, they want to be addressed in a honorable manner. They're rude beyond measure, but this is the real fact. Even everybody in that church, they know these people, maybe they're the foolish people ever before. Let me say this. Whenever a nest, it's put maybe a nest onto a banana like this one here. Whenever termites come or ants fly or over, that bird gets a very good easy time to eat the ants. But it doesn't know whenever it will die, the ants will be picking on it daily, and they will feed on it daily, and decompose and decay and become fertilizer or decompose to the soil. What these people doesn't know is a tree, whenever it's cut, can produce millions of matchsticks, millions of them. And we are the YouTubers in Nyabuanse, very many YouTubers, millions of YouTubers. One tree has produced it, and we really appreciate. Kudos to you. You just stood out that part, and you told everyone, whoever wants to get there has to get there. Yes. But whenever that tree is cut, it produces 1 million plus matchsticks. But only one matchstick, even one, can be used to lit the whole forest. Think about it if you are an accountant. It's not a must that you are a tree, you have brought everything. Talk about, I am the one who brought YouTube. I'm the one who brought it unto you and to attention at Nyabuanse. Yes, you are. Yes, you are the one who brought it. You are that tree. But whenever it's cut to produce, and you cut yourself to produce the matchsticks, do you know that even one matchstick can be used to dismantle you and the whole forest? Even that tree can never even claim that I came from that one. Oh, no, it can never happen. Think about it. Think about it. Guys, let me tell you one thing. Talk about there's no YouTube right now. They say the owner of YouTube says that today I'm dismantling, I'm vanishing this YouTube from the platform. I'm telling you the fact, Kenge will go back to the Stone Age. Kenge will go back to the Stone Age. Neanderthal man. And I'm telling you this as a fact. Do you know how Homo erectus? At least Homo erectus, they're the ones who discovered fire. They started knowing the tools to be used in terms of like a knife. They were hitting the tools to be like wire knives. What about YouTube is put off today? What's the aim of all the YouTubers in Nyabuanse? What is the real vibe about it? Can somebody think about it? YouTube is dismantled today. What will be the head forward? People will go back to a Stone Age. I'm telling you, people will go back to the Stone Age. I'm telling you that as a fact. And Keng will be the first person. He's just talking about, I have some bananas here. Thinks that, okay, I have millions from YouTube. People knew you because of this. Now it's not there. You'll come to the village and the people you will come to look and buy a banana is from me. Wherever you are, make sure that you don't disrespect people who are from you. Charity begins at home. The same people we always talk about. Imagine, guys, I'm giving you this as a reflection. Somebody comes to you and tell you, you know what? You are a thief. You stole me fish. You are opening water regularly and letting fish eggs to get out. Oh, my living God. Which is the color of the fish eggs? I wanted to know. Do you know how long does fish eggs take for them to hatch? Do you know even the spawning time of a fish? Let me tell you this. It's like a boyfriend and a girlfriend. A spawning time of a fish. It's like a boyfriend and a girlfriend. And I'm repeating it that way. Whenever you reach at a certain time, you say that now I want to marry. You have to have, as a boy, you should construct a house. Even if it's a little bit house that you'll start a life in and contribute and develop others coming in front. Why do I say so? The same as fish. They look for a place where the mating can be and will be controlled. and where the female fish will be laying eggs and hatching eggs, and their mouth breathers. Somebody telling me, Gintu, you're opening water irregularly and letting fish eggs to go out of the pond. Oh, my living God. If you knew it, why couldn't you prepare a fish pond? That's why you wanted to use Gintu and earn something. Now I came to my senses. I'm bad. I want to be jailed. Oh. You said, okay, you know what? Somebody came to the villa. Somebody came to the villa and jumped over the perimeter wall, came and stole one of the machine that was put in a well. Eventually, what happened? The CCTV showed who was the guy, and they took police to that place and they found a machine. But whenever it reached to Gintu, no footage was to be revealed, but Gintu has to be jailed. You can imagine. So what kind of a nation are we living still up to date? I'm still wondering. So whatever it's to be undertaken unto this portfolio is one. Let us not be intimidated because of police, they are here. Because we are receiving donations to sue Gintu. Maybe it's there. And whatever I always talk, I talk the valid things that I know. This is the real factual things that do happen. And they have ever happened, I see. I can just remember there's a time. And this is the valid thing. Even people complained unto the platform, no, don't employ minors unto your work. But it really consisted and it was there. And somebody was talking about the 30th day of the party. Yet the minors were the people who were cooking in the kitchen. They were paid 5,000 Kenya shillings. And some people were talking about, you know what? The thermos has been broken and everyone has to contribute the money, and you are not being paid because of the contribution of a money of just a small thing like a vacuum flask, which is a little bit of 1,800 shillings to 2,000. They were cut from that 5,000, and you talk about you are a millionaire. You are saying that Gintu is the mostly person who was eating. What could you do whenever you are cooking for somebody who is not paying you? What can you do? Somebody saying, you know what? Hey, I like you, my friend. Whenever it reaches at a time, he said that that like, it was not meant for you. I confused it. I just said it for an in case. Do you think that is genuine? The same person, let me give you a story. There's one day, everybody was out, and one of the people came unto the villa one day. He was the one who produced the greens unto the villa. Every time he produced the greens unto the villa, every day. He dug, he prepared the nursery, he weeded the nursery, applied fertilizer, dug second round, everything, sprayed chemical. Used his own brain to make sure that, okay, what can I go and buy and bring and plant? While you are there using him, talking about, you know, I'm giving you this kind of a land, can you do whatever you need? And whenever it reaches that, now the fruits are out. Now they talk about who has given you the opportunity or has given you the chance for you to come back to the villa. Shame on you. That's why we talk about there's a person who is a narcissist, a tribalist, who doesn't want to see anything that's prehended or it's ongoing outside where the husband is not. And that's why he talked about this. Everything that was ongoing unto that position, it was under control of an influence of a woman, a jealousy woman, a narcissist woman, a tribalist woman. Whenever I see a black mood coming from that far end, the chin disappears, the nose uproot, he comes stagnant, looks at you like a radio. Now waiting for Bluetooth to pair. That's the only thing. I was just wondering. Who was given? Kintu? Was given you the time? Kintu, no. Who has allowed this guy to be here? No. Who has given the... No, I don't want to hear that one. I want to know who has given you the time to open for this person. Who has opened the gate for this person? No, I don't want to hear that one. Talk about, baby. Go on to call Robbie. Go on to call my baby. Go on to call my baby here. I don't want this kind of the things. Right now is the one who is saying, you know what? My mother-in-law is the best ever. And one day the mother-in-law came and said that, okay, I want to go and pluck some vegetables from that garden, that you chased that person who was taking care of that garden, the gardener. Whenever your mother-in-law sent some girls who were 2 and 1 boy to go and pluck some 2-3 vegetables, and she was handcuffed during that time. You ran from the upper side while you were seeing people in aerial manner. You ran up to down and you called somebody. No, I don't like this. Now your mother is becoming too much for me. Why can't she operate on her own and I operate on my own? Why is she coming to interfere with me? Yet you knew that you are the person who is bringing chaos onto that position. And even you are the one who is sauntering and making sure that this guy is put in such kind of an imbroglio that he has thrown people, the YouTubers outside here, and it's the real fact. No one can deny this because I've ever seen it on my own. Talk about a family that doesn't know how to cook. Oh my living God. Why? Guys, we are talking about the family that cannot know how to cook. Both the male and the female gender, they don't know how to cook. What kind of a family are we binding together? Somebody wants to cook ugali. He cooks for more than 8 hours ugali. A small ugali for somebody to spin. I was not even recognizing such kind of the things. Imagine now, both of you now don't know how to cook. Everybody is looking at each other. Who is going to cook? Who is going to cook? Who is going to cook? Even a simple food, a very simple food. Let me tell you this. One day, they talked about we want to cook rice. And Argentinian Longnose was the one preparing the rice. Let me tell you. He said that I want to cook rice in an Argentinian way. And the Argentinian recipe. We said, okay, let's wait for that moment to come. I was there holding my chest and tying my stomach tightly, looking on what is going to be cooked here. And it was that I'm going to cook a recipe. A recipe of Argentinian recipe. I was about, okay, go on. I was there. You know, guys, if you don't know how to cook, don't stress yourself. Don't bring yourself in a way that, okay, you want to bring, okay, maybe you saw Gintu is standing there. Now you want to bring your 360 to show that, okay, a small enclosed surface is very small for me. Very small enclosed surface. Imagine now bringing person coming now and hinging in the front that is lighting some jiko. No, can you light me this one? How do you light this one? I was just imagining, how can a person come from Argentina? I think about she's a person who knows how everything is done. He is a person who is diverse. But due to unconditional circumstances, he knew how to light the 4 figure. Do you know them a figure? The 4 stones, the 3 stones that you put down. He knows that one. Even lighting a jiko. It was a problem. Oh, talk about lighting a cooker. It was a problem for her. And she was looking for Gintu. Come and help me light this way. Imagine. And there's no electricity there, so it could not be automatically lighting. You have to use the matchstick to light it. Such kind of a person telling you that, you know what, you are poor, you are a poverty, yet you don't know how to lead even a cooker. Oh, my living God. I was wondering, where is this person coming from? It was the first time. And I was confused during that time. Now he said, okay, cook for us that rice that you want to talk about. I asked, which kind of rice do you want to cook? She said, I want to steam rice. I was about, steamed rice. Fantastic. What kind of an absolutely thing which is touching. Okay, give me your recipe. She said, prepare me the rice there. And you know what? She never wanted the one that the people are eating there. You know, if you want to see how people are thrown into an imbroglio, look at how the people like us, we were treated with the rice that we were eating. It's not the rice they were eating up there. That if she wants to cook, she says that she doesn't know this kind of the rice, but she's eating daily. That begin to cook, she says, okay, it's a fantastic thing, I can eat. But whenever it reaches her own time for her to cook, she says, no, I cannot use this kind of rice. I want another specific rice, which is grade 1. What are we now cooking for? Was it grade 9? I was wondering still up to date. Because now the recipe came, let me tell you. She said, I'm not going to use water, I'm using milk. Confused element already. How can you use milk to cook rice? Oh! Guys, I was now wondering. I was about, okay, let me wait for that moment. Let me not laugh. Because I know what could be there. I will not laugh because I don't want to disturb or make some things not to look so chaotic here. So let me wait for that moment. Now, milk was put. Talk about the sachet milk. Was poured onto the sufuria, or call it a pot. Then it was put onto the cooker that I lit. She never knew how to light it. She put it onto the cooker and she said, regulate me. No, put small fire. Even she doesn't know to say that regulate fire. Put small fire. I was about, okay, put small fire. Put small fire. Fantastic? Fantastic. Let's go. Now, the milk was now boiling. Then she said, no, you know what? Oh, this milk is small. Can we add a little bit? She went inside. And she said, no, today I'm cooking for you. Hubby, you just relax. I'm cooking a very good meal. It's coming. Hey, okay, continue. She came with another sachet of milk. She poured inside, talking about, no, this is small. You know, I want to cook something good for everybody. She cooked, and whenever the milk boiled, she poured inside that 1 kg of rice in that boiled milk. The rice started steaming and boiling and becoming up. You know, now the milk is boiling and coming out. You know what? It's now coming out. I was now, let me be attentive because this is the thing go. The milk dried even before the rice could get steamed. Even before the rice could get, the rice could simmer and also be ready for consumption. It was hard like stones. The milk had evaporated. Everything was out of the sufuria. Now the milk has brought the rice up to the full level of the sufuria. You know, now talk about the milk has its own catalysts. Whenever they talk about the catalyst that is inside is called lactin. Proteinous. It evaporates to the atmosphere, because of that steaming. And she never put a lid because there's no lid in the villa. No lid in the villa. Telling you that as a fact. There's no lid in the villa. The talk about the food is simmering on its own with air. And somebody talking about I'm a millionaire. Oh, my living God. I'm still wondering without kind of a part. Saying that, you know what, now this rice is ready. She just put, she was asking for us to bring some of, talk about whenever you come to the banana plantation like this one here. Take some leaves like this. Take some leaves and put on top, and we are at the villa. Imagine, at the villa, using this kind of, the leaves of the banana as leads in the sufuria. Imagine. I was just wondering, still up to date, I'm still wondering about it. And she said, you know what? Now, Gentu, Can you taste if it's ready? Putting salt in water, in milk. And putting there's something called, somebody who has ever tested some salad called coleslaw salad. A coleslaw salad. There's a stuff they are using as a mother ingredient in that coleslaw. We have cabbage, and also we have the raw cabbage. We have some, if you want, you can just put some carrots there. There's a mother stuff that's put there. What's the name? I've just forgot it. So she put such kind of the mother of what's the name of that stuff? There's a name that's used, and whenever somebody who knows the coleslaw salad, there's a mother something that's put there. As we can talk about, it looks like creamy like in nature, and she put inside there. And also she doesn't know the ingredients. Guys, if you don't know how to cook, can you leave the people who can cook to cook? Imagine putting milk as to act as water to simmer out some rice, putting in salt as a condiment, putting inside some of the spices and herbs. Imagine putting a rosemary inside so as people can eat rosemary as a herb, now putting as a spice. Surely. Imagine not forgetting. She never knew even the spices. She was just guessing. No, this is turmeric, put inside. Oh, this is garlic, put inside. This is ginger, put inside. This is paprika, put in. This is black, talk about black pepper, yes, put inside. This is cinnamon, put inside. This is cinnamon, put inside. Everything, even soy sauce. Oh, my living God. She put even soy sauce in such kind of a mixture. And whatever comes out, only God knows what came out, guys. What came out? Even a dog cannot eat. Even a dog cannot be served such kind of a food. And even dogs never ate, and we threw it. Because she said that again to test it. It was a creamy-like structure. It was testing like there are fluids that are coming from a human being. Oh, for the people who knows the proteinous value of the fluids, can entail and they can know. Something very awkward. Talk about the Gake was there. Gake, can you taste the food? Oh, let me test. You have to throw, even you can throw the tongue out, because you have tasted something very unconscious, very what even kind of a word can I use there? Very, very anthropic kind of a recipe that was coming out. She says that I know how to cook. To cook who? Maybe you know how to cook somebody. Maybe you are cooking yourself there, thinking about now, you're from shaker, now turning your 360s, and today now talking about now I can cook for the other people. Because I'm being cooked there, now you want to be cooking to us. Hey, you cooked something that even a dog cannot take. And I was just talking about how these people are going to survive in hotels. In hotels, even no one could just get even each on other. Talk about, you know what? I know how to cook. It could be a very best thing. But no one knows how to cook. All of them. Talking about I like sardines. Whenever they say that, okay, do you know how to cook them? No, just boil them, then stew them. That's the cooking you know. Maybe you guessed that, maybe you talked about whenever you go to a hotel, you want to be served. You say that I want a fish. Which kind of fish? Stewed, dried? No, this. So you get a name, stew. Stew some of the sardines there. That's the only thing they know. Imagine cooking a food like rice, and it was the one that we were just depending on so as we can eat during that day, during the night session. And no one ate, and everyone evacuated. And they had some juices at their home that were brought as donations. But as we were told, if you don't eat this one, you have your own rice, cook it again. And the guy is saying, no, she's trying what? Absconding other people's dignity, absconding other people's appetite. Talking about you are just, what kind of a heck can be? So guys, this is what is ongoing right now, and we have to abolish it and say this is just the end. Stop. Guys, much of the materials are coming in till date, and making sure that everything is so fantastic coming out from this position right now. And now I'm a little bit now finishing up with the materials in terms of the ballast. I think this is the ballast too, and the quotation is saying that the ballast has to be 3 tippers. Now it's the 3rd one, and I think it's now a little bit the smaller sized of the ballast. It's now coming from this position. Hello. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How is everything, man?
Everything is good.
Everything is fantastic.
Yeah.
Get out! Get out! They might cause some chaos here.
Let out.
Yeah. Nyuma kidogo. Uko straight. Songa. 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 Guys, you can just check the size. I think the size is so small, and this is for talk about the slabbing, and this is what is recommendable. And you can just check the difference between this one and this one here. It's a little bit dirtier and very big. I talk about look at the size, very big. These are a quarter, but this one here, it's a little bit smaller, but very expensive. I think this is much expensive, and this is a little bit talk about It's not much like this one here, but this is the finest one in terms of the slabbing. And also I can just say about in terms of materials, I've brought much of the materials right now, and we can just start with the hardcore here. I think the hardcore, I have like 6 strips right now onto this position. And also let me give you a small synopsis about what is already onto the platform right now, so as we can just know that I'm moving a little bit, and it's small, no hesitation, small. Here is the third ballast, and I think this is the big one, and I think you have just checked it and how it is. It's the bigger one. And here I have hardcore, and I think the hardcore are 6 strips already onto the site. And also I have 6 strips of sand, which is just onto that position. So much how the things are just going right now. I think I'm remaining with some of the metals, and I'm going to purchase small, and I have a little bit of how the budget is. Let me read for you a little bit, and we can just talk about, okay, this is what is remaining. So I have this kind of it's here, you can just check it how it is. If you can just read, we have 7 trippers of stones, and we have 7 trippers of sand. This is from the engineer, talk about the engineer himself. And also we have 15,000 pieces of bricks. I'm still undergoing with the formulation there. We have 3 tippers of ballast, and this is the third one that they have just brought right now. We have 100 cements at the spot, and also we have 1 roll of binding wire, and we have 4 rolls of wall pass. We have 1 roll of DPC. This is the polythene, talk about the hard polythene cover that's gonna be taking place. We have the first lintel onto this position. You see the first lintel is there. They talk about 14 pieces of D8, and also we have 7 pieces of R6, and we have the timbers of the gravelia mostly. We have 8 by 1, which is 20 pieces, which is 10 feet each, and also we have 6 by 1, which is 8 pieces, which is 10 feet by each. And also I have another paper that says that we need nails. We have 1 inches, we have 2 inches, 2.5, 3 inches, 4 inches, which is 2 kgs, but 1 inch has to be 1 kg. But we have the veranda pillars. It needs around 11 pieces of D12, and also we have 8 pieces of D10, and we have 8 pieces of D8, which is now needed. And also we have the maram, not forgetting it onto this portfolio. And guys, I'm still ongoing with the process of bringing some materials, and I think this month I'm gonna be starting the foundation, because thank you very much for whoever is chopping in to make sure that Gintu is making a history, because there's no history has been ever set, and I want to be even the first person to have a climbing something up, so as people can even rotate. And I want to be setting the goals, because it's not a must that we have to be lured, or some people talk about, okay, I want to promote you this way. We are hard working to make it happen outside here, and I really appreciate for everyone who is appreciating that Gintu is gonna be building a house which is coming very fantastic. And I have the plan. The plan is here already, and let me show you the plan, guys. And the plan is already here, and it's gonna be, I have a plan. The plan is already onto this position, and can just talk about this is the plan on how this house should be, because it has this section down here, which is now to cover the veranda he was talking about, and it will be having it's always having a stuff that you can just go up to make sure that you are climbing to the upper section of this house. And I want to get this house off from here, because every much of the time people are talking about, you know what, Gintu, you are living in a mad house, I don't know what and what and what. It's gonna be getting out as I finish bringing all the materials to the site, and make sure that I'm just remaining with the cements that will be coming in whenever now the construction starts. But the construction always starts with the hardcore, and here in Africa we mostly use the mud soil to make sure that they are compacting it heavily and making that kind of the only thing that comes to frame it is the first slab, which is a little bit shallow, and they put screeding there so as we can now start up the other coming up of the bricks. And also the ballast, I can just speak about this hard one, which are the bigger particles like this one here. It's for the foundation. You know, the foundation has to be put a slab. And also talk about the lintel. Here in Africa we do use this one muchly, but the one that I've shown you that's very expensive, the one that is a machine chipped, talk about the machine chips, we can talk about it's very expensive, and it's that one that you saw there, it's 12 tons, which is more than 12 ton, it's more than, we can talk about 27,000 Kenya shillings. So it's a bit of very hard whenever you have to compile yourself to make it happen. So the other things that are remaining, it's just the nails and the steels, and also the cement to make sure that the house is commencing very properly, and which is this month. So keep it tuned, keep it locked, because the house is going to be coming and covering up to this. So I'll be updating whatever is coming and what is to be coming. So this is just the beginning. Keep it tuned. Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's underscore Gintu. Back again to the root of today. Security. Tight. Kuja. Come on. They're always everywhere to make sure that my security is provided here and there. So they're here and making sure that the security is tight. Hi. Another one is there, the far end there. Hi, go take the position right now. Guys, right now, wherever you are, welcome back to this session of today. We have to be angry. This the real man has to be angry. In this continent of the society we are. Why am I talking so? Why am I talking so? Why is it only the child molesters are celebrated and the money laundering people are celebrated? Why? Think about it in this society. The only good people are demonized. Why? This is still the beginning of today, and what has to take the position right now. And this is the segment for you. We go on with it. And this is the beginning. Let me tell you a story. One day, I was just walking from rampantly from the villa. Then a little bit, I found one person called Kenge on my way going to the villa. You know, always he wears the clothes that are hanging carelessly, irregular in shape, loosely attached, cucumbers shaking like vibrators everywhere he walks. Pears are always hanging carelessly, showing that this is the machine I'm carrying like a machine gun. Maybe it's a... Then one of the people at the road, whenever we were just walking, one of my friends told me, "Hey, who is that guy?" The guy said, "You know what? This is the boss." He was wearing gumboots always. And we talked about, okay, that's the boss. Yes, that's the boss. Now, how do you wish it to be? Then whenever we went to the villa that day with that guy, very early in the morning, whenever we went to look for or to seek for a job, a young man came, very young, dreadlocked, very black, always with the loosely attached and hanging clothes, always. The guy said, okay, whoever wants a job, here. Whoever doesn't have a job, here. The man I was having said that, who is this person who is telling us this?